Good afternoon, everyone. This is Mr. Russo, your summer eClass principal. Hope everyone is doing well. I just wanted to do a quick check-in. I know that there are a few people that are logged in and participating, so I just wanted to say hello. Just wanted to be able to provide you with some program information like we're approaching midterm on Monday, which means that this weekend is really important when it comes to finishing up those assignments and submitting anything that could be considered for your midterm, which is happening and being reported back by Monday. Yeah, and exciting times, right? We're halfway there. We're now transitioning to beyond midterm as of next week, and looking at again having that regular conversation with our teachers and sending emails, and if necessary and you need to have phone calls, you can set up phone calls. I'm sure your teachers would be very delighted that you're taking full ownership of your learning and that you're letting them know what you need in order to be successful, and they can help be that travel guide, that person that helps you understand where you're at and how to get to the next step. So I noticed that there are some questions in the chat area. Hi, Emily. So nice to always see you. You're my most devoted participant. So Emily, I'll speak to what you've been going through in terms of enrollment. So the physics college course is not a very popular course, but it's an important course just as much as it is the other courses are. So we have been trying to understand what the enrollment is, and we've decided to open it up again, and in session 2, and we've closed it down in session 1. But you still have an opportunity to work with your teacher and to continue working and doing the great things you're doing between yourself, your classmates, and your teacher. And so you shouldn't really see any issues going forward. Fingers crossed. We never know sometimes what happens with automation in the background as we try to connect all of our student enrollments with the upload into the e-learning platform. So you shouldn't have any more issues, Emily. Thank you for following up. I wish everyone was as responsible and up to date as you are when it comes to really taking care and taking ownership of your learning. So thank you for that. So I'm going to pause for a minute and look to the audience to see if there's any other questions before I continue speaking about various things. Just going to pause for a minute. Don't want to talk too much and give others a chance. So that's okay. It's a Friday, completely understand. I hope that everyone is not on this broadcast because they're fully up to date with their work and they're making plans to enjoy the weekend. Because after all, you can work hard, but you can play hard as well, right? To enjoy yourself and even just have some downtime and read a book, walk to your local library and see all the great things that are happening there as well. So going forward, I just wanted to provide some suggestions so that we can, let's see here, what happens to me on the weekend? Can I contact you directly? You know what? I'm always monitoring my emails, and I can always try and figure out if there are issues, Emily, and then I can try to get back to you as soon as possible. So yeah, all good. Okay. So I just wanted to mention that now that we're heading towards being past midterms, you should really know where you stand in your course. So you should have, a midterm mark. And if you're not sure how that mark came to be, then have that conversation with your teacher. They definitely don't want you feeling like you're in limbo. Nobody really performs well when they're not sure as to where they stand. So if there's a need for you to get more of an explanation around how your midterm mark came to be, then reach out to your teacher, send them an email, and then go from there, because I'm sure that they're going to want to follow up with you. Okay. There also could be some students that, are trying to get used to taking an online course. And for one reason or another, there could be some outstanding assignments, and, really don't lose hope whatsoever. Your teachers understand that potentially you could use the weekend as an opportunity to catch up on your activities. I'm not saying teachers are expected to work on the weekend, in no way, shape, or form. But if you get that clarification and that guidance and direction, let's say by today on a Friday, then you can take that and run with it on the weekend. Come Monday, you can again reach out to your teacher and get that follow-up that you need. But definitely take advantage of the weekends, especially if you have a chance to, set aside a huge chunk of time where you can actually approach your learning and see, a whole landscape of activities and how they're all connected, so that you can make progress in each one of them simultaneously, because they could be connected in terms of the specific chapter focus or theme within the unit. And so, so I love the weekends. Weekends are always busy for me. Got 3 boys, so I love the weekends to block them off and do not just things that need to be done around the house, but to continue doing the things I like as well, and learning and some of the fun stuff as well, right? Emily, is there still room also in world religions? Emily, you can send e-register at tcdsb.org an email, and they'll get back to you, because they'll have the real-time numbers. In terms of accessing those numbers, there's a whole team in the other room there that is processing requests. And there are limited spots, though. I do want to mention this, that there are limited spots for session 2 registration. Although we have mentioned and published, when we opened up our summer school registration, I know we mentioned that registration is open until until July the 18th, but spots are limited in terms of what's available. Okay, so if you're watching this video after it's done in terms of meeting online at the same time, if you're watching to review, just note that you could be making that last minute decision to register, but there are limited spots. So you're going to have to make that decision sooner than later. Okay. So I think that, at this point, we're getting a bit repetitive in what I want to share. I tend to be really interested in, any kind of struggles, anything you're facing that you want any kind of clarification on. All I can say is continue to log in daily. Continue to, pace yourselves, keep organized, and be balanced. Don't just do your work, but also go out and have some fun and relax. Emily's got a question. Is it okay if you can explain to me what you mean about the physics course? I'm very confused and very concerned. Emily, the physics course is available. You should see it in your drop down. And if you don't see it, send us an email. Your teacher, Mrs. Zotten, has been assigned, and you should be good to go. Okay. So as I was saying, I'm gonna basically cut off the broadcast at this point. There's no one else that is on here with questions, but that's great, because that means you're moving on and you're on to other things like having fun, hopefully. So with that, I wish everyone a great weekend, and I believe we have some updated broadcasts happening. Let's see here. Let me just check. We have another broadcast happening on Wednesday, July the 16th, and that would be, again, an opportunity for session 2 students to jump on if they have any questions, but also on the 17th, as we are getting into the 3rd week of school, approaching the final week of summer school, we can have conversations on how to set yourselves up for success on the 16th and 17th. Okay, so I believe that's all for now. Let me just check if there's anything else in the chat area. All right, folks, I'm signing off. You have a great weekend. And again, make sure that if you're working hard, you're having fun as well. Bye for now.